Daddy, on one condition, can we watch my stream, please? I'm just gonna put up somebody. Hold on.
Okay, those videos that you're putting up of people dancing are hilarious. I know they bring laughter to my life every day. That you find cats doing a slot, that is ridiculous. Yes, you are my comedic relief. Flex.
Every click,
every frame,
every press,
every sound.
They're playing aggressive.
I'll take mid. Every advantage.
When the difference
between winning and losing
is measured in milliseconds.
Everything.
Everything counts.
The Alienware Legendary Battle Station.
Holy fuck. GG's. Reboot me.
Down. RPG griefing someone who don't care.
Want to quit your day job? Become a pro streamer. Want to become a pro streamer? Get your panels, overlays, banners, emotes, and more at the Fiverr Twitch store.
Get down, get that butt lower. Stick your chest out. Now go faster from here. Listen, I'm here.
On someone like Smoke, who's going to be hyper defensive. And here we go, this is going to be our first round of winners. Reminder guys, this is best of 5 territory throughout the entire top 8.
Everyone already getting things started, utilizing that EX teleport, having some plus frames, and opening up Scar immediately with the throw. This man's already got all the momentum in his favor, putting him to the corner, and he's going to try to apply some mix on the beautiful forward 1-2 back 2 string.
But he's going to get caught by the forward 4, the standard classic mid, but he drops the harpoon. That's going to be costly. He's going to miss both damage and setup potential. And now Scar's in big trouble.
Easy hit confirm, and if you guys know Mortal Kombat going back in time, the Superman gonna carry you corner to corner and rewind drawing first blood here on our very first match of top 8.
Now there's one thing that Displacer Raiden really needs to be the most effective, that's gonna be bar. We're gonna see a conversion here, the 1-1, forward 1-2, there's the Superman to get the corner carry, but oh my god, the raw overhead, no fear, but no break from Scar. He's waiting until he gets opened up one more time. There's the escape.
What's gonna be the mix here? Nice staggering off the ones, and even baits out through armor and just waiting his turn. Rewind so smart right now, just letting Scar kind of take his turn and utilizing that to his advantage, but he's gonna get some hits done here.
Now here comes that Smoke mix up. He's gonna get a knockdown. Actually not necessarily restand that Smoke gets. He gets so much knockdown from that air grab. He gets almost like a vortex situation off that regardless, because to wake up an MKX, you gotta have bar. It needs to be armored or it's not a wake up.
And that's not something that we see too much out of Scar at a competitive level, which is simply going for the vortex. He likes to just go for the damage and, you know, play it out from there.
The wake up vicinity blast, 2 hits of armor, purposefully neutral ducking from Scar though. That was clutch, and now he's got the bar to get the job done. Probably going to be the round if he gets one mix up. Goes in for the overhead, good block. Oh my god, the invincible phase through, one of the best reversals in the game with bar used.
He has some plus frames as well on the EX smoke bombs, and what a tech on the throw, which is a 50-50 in and of itself in this game, and Scar staying alive.
Now gotta look at those resources, man. Rewind, the second he gets a bar of meter, he only has one shot. for a defensive vicinity blast, but
and one of the biggest NJPs in the game, cover in the sky, stay out of my airspace.
unfortunately used a little bit too much sprint, so he didn't quite get the conversion, but phase through, tries to catch the forward one, but not today. Back-to-back pokes. Triborg's pokes are so fast, you really can get away with the odd back-to-back poke on block. Down 3. Oh, he drops it! That's going to be costly, I think. You're going to lose a lot of setup from that, but he's still going to be in control temporarily. Rewind, only one bar. That's going to be hit confirm into Smoke Bomb. Here comes a full combo, and what's the mix?
It's done. He is going to get with the low, but no commitment by Scar. That's going to give Rewind a little bit of life here. Execution kind of dwindling down there. This is a very tight combo. You talked about how hard this character is to use. And we're getting out the nitty-gritty, and the ducks by Rewind on the string. Oh my goodness.
Yep, he has no bar to confirm, but he is going to spend one of them on the conversion. Oh, the 4-3 connects!
Sliding into this man's DM. Scar said, not today.
He's obviously saying, hold up, I think, actually. We're going to have a check about something right there. Wonder what they're having a look at. But for now, we'll actually quickly talk about that matchup. So consistently in that first game, we did see Raiden where one of the best reversals in the game, especially post-patch. This game had one final patch where armored reversals historically would always launch. In the final patch of MKX, right before Injustice 2, this was for the most part not the case. Armor would rarely launch, and it would just kind of serve as a get-off-me tool. But at the expense of that, a lot of armored moves were given 2 hits of armor, so it was almost impossible to armor break them. That Vicinity Blast with Raiden has a massive hitbox, it's safe on block, and it can catch jump outs as well.
Yes,
so it's a really like a golden move.
It does everything for you, right? It has 2 hits of armor. If it anti-airs, you can't get a full combo. And if it hits on the ground, it's so plus.
Yep.
It's not even your turn.
Actually, we've seen so many cases, actually, not even of Displacer, but Thunder God Raiden, where he gets a restand situation from Vicinity Blast, and then the Thunder God strings build so much bar. It's pretty much the gift that keeps on giving. It's pretty crazy. But Smoke, definitely one of those top-tier characters. I mean, while we have this kind of temporary break and find out what's going on, Smoke, one of the best characters in the game, without a shadow of a doubt. You know, those top-tier characters by the end of the game. We had Shinnok, you know, we had Sector, we had Smoke. Smoke, in particular, he plays MKX so well. He's got great mids,
yes,
he's got great mix, he's got great reversals.
And him and Sector, probably why they're, you know, the 2 of the top characters in the game, because the Triborgs, that's one of the things that the other ones lack, are the advancing mids and the actual play the game. Whereas, you know, you look at Cyrex, look at Cyber Sub-Zero, they actually struggle in that you know, that footsie range, you know, that where, you know, everyone else has a nice advancing mid where they're going to have to struggle, and, you know, there are a lot more 4-3s, a lot more lows that they have to play with, and yeah, it's something that Sector and Smoke get to play a lot better.
Yeah, and then you look at reversals as well as another one of those key talking points. To be a really good character in MKX, for the most part, unless you're Quan Chi, of course, shout out to the Bonehawk brothers, but I mean, having a really good reversal kind of changes, I think, how your metagame essentially goes, and that's because of the wake-up system. Having armor and being able to wake up is make or break. And Smoke, one of the only characters in the game that actually has an invincible meter burn reversal. That's Smoke away, completely invincible, and it can whiff punish loads of things. Now here's the change. We're going to see the change to, I think, is that? Let me have a look. That's
Jackie.
Shotgun.
That is Jackie Babe Briggs, and this is who Rewind broke out in order to make top 8. And it was for a very, very specific matchup where he was able to shut down. I forgot who his opponent was right before top 8, but doing a really good job. I actually have it right here. Yeah, it was Cusco. He actually used a full auto to shut down the approachment of Covert Ops Sonya, and it is going to be Shotgun Jackie. Okay, looks like they do a button check, so this may not be who we actually get to see.
Maybe not. Oh my God. By the way, guys, those normals, those stanky legs, they're really hard, and he just did 7 in a row.
They're really hard to do. Hey, this is a young man's game. You know,
yes, it is.
They got the execution, and this is actually a decent pick here for Rewind. You know, very. If Smoke has one weakness, it's someone that's very, very aggressive and has quick mix-ups, and is not able to let him get his buttons out. I know, like the Total Con, because it's someone who's very oppressive with mids, and someone like that is Cassie Cage. If you've got oppressive mids and you're not able to let Smoke play his game, if you keep him on the defensive, especially knocked down in the corner, and you can bait out the Smoke away, it does have recovery, then you're playing a really good game. And I think that's what Rewind's going to try to do here, which is shut down the buttons of Smoke.
Yeah, and Cassie's got that advantage as well. One of the key strings for Smoke is the back 2-1. It's essentially it's a mid and then it's a phase away, teleporting on the other side. Small characters can actually neutral crouch that second hit, and it's such a key button that Smoke in some cases has to use. But against Cassie, Scar's not going to get away with it, and he's going to know that, being the premier Smoke of Mortal Kombat X.
And his #1 training partner happens to main this character right here. He's going to have the experience of Hollywood Cassie.
Rewind, he's going to hit confirm that, back 1-2 into flip, ending it a nut punch. We're going to get a little bit of a mix-up situation. That string's going to be plus as well, and it's very smart from Scar to wait for the block down 3, then it's his turn.
Absolutely, guys, and that's what it's all about with pokes in these games. What an anti-crossover. Cartwheel and going into some true plus frames off the nut punch. And guessing right to Scar on the 50-50. As the Smoke Away's going to take his turn.
And there's that string right there. Confirm it into Meteor Burn Smoke Bomb just to be that little bit safer.
And what's great about Smoke is that he doesn't really have to overcommit as long as he has the Smoke Bomb to back it up, especially the meter, as well the smoke waves, the smoke towards us. And he's very visually distracting when there's smoke everywhere. What a big drop by Rewind!
That's actually going to be knowledge that regardless how this round goes, Scar just got some really important knowledge on Rewind. 2 times in a row we saw back 2-1, there was no neutral crouch attempt. And again, memory does fail me whether she's one of those characters that can, but I'm pretty sure she can. But if not, that's just going to be good for Scar. He's just going to get that good mid poke.
And Scar, who's one of the best in Mortal Kombat X history at taking throws, wasn't able to do it 2 times in a row right there because in and of itself is a 50-50 here catch-up.
Yeah, very much so. Taking the minus frames with the grab. All right, Rewind looking good. He's been consistently low on bar. And I think in some of these matchups, only having 1 bar and then spending it, it just comes down to how quickly you can build it again, because the utility just explodes when you've got 1 bar of meter, particularly with Cassie Cage. There's a confirm. Full combo from Scar. Having to go for the back 2 because he couldn't sprint in there. No stamina to go with. Oh, overhead block.
And really good to utilize his turn to go for the throw right there because Scar's been blocking so well. And Rewind's had to rely on reads and reactions so far in order to get the damage, and this paid off. And this is tough right here for Smoke because you have to wait until your turn, and that's what Scar's defense is all about.
Excellent throw tech, but he's going to jump into the pot. This is the Jinsei Chamber. Some of the best interactables catch the forward 1-3. And we're going to get a high damage corner combo into a mix. No, I wonder if he dropped the harpoon there. What was that? Unfortunate.
Another throw for Rewind. He's gotten 3 off on Scar so far. It's a lot of damage. He just needs 1 more.
Oh my god!
And the Scar special, betting it all on the line with DX teleport, and he's going to take the round.
If you're going to be confident that Smoke's going to wake up with Smoke away, I mean, maybe the last thing Rewind was waiting for was a risky teleport. Oh my word. Doesn't confirm into forward 1-3, so he's going to drop the Smoke Bomb. That might actually be quite costly. He gets tagged by the back 1 again. Here's that Meteor Burn Nut Punch, guaranteed situation. He's just going to take the string. Good chip damage, great situation afterwards. No reason to overextend yet, but that's going to be a confirm into the flip kick. Drops the combo himself, but he's still got a reset.
Oh my goodness, all these buttons are working right now. Rewind, the pressure is on into the corner. Buttons being pressed down 3. What is Scar going to do about it?
My word. Yep, takes the minus frames. Catches the grab. Risky to go for the forward 4-3. That is duckable.
And Scar does have the resources to mount a true master comeback right now. But really good pitch by Rewind coming over the 4-3 and the chip out the guns. It's gonna do it. Rewind gonna tie things up at 1-1 right now.
Technically forward 3-4, that low slide is a little bit punishable, but if you can just get back 1-2 for free into guaranteed chip damage, I mean, why would Rewind overextend? Why risk it? Just take what's guaranteed. Very smart stuff. And there's a grab.
And like I said, there's a specific reason to keep Hollywood Cassie. He wants to bully Scar and Smoke in general, and that's what he's been able to do in this corner, which is just stop the button presses so far.
My word!
And what a whip punish by Scar!
Drops the NJP. We are seeing a few drops. I mean, just remember, guys, there are so many tournaments these guys have all been entering. Some of these guys might be a tad rusty. And that's not a pun because he's playing Smoke,
I was about to say, was that a pun because
literally no pun intended, but I'll take it. I'll take it, mate.
But we go, excellent blocking the nut punch, but the EX not able to punish there. No range. Oh my goodness, good air to air. Gonna get a restand with the harpoon. He's gonna go for a quick mix in order to close out this round. Go for the damage and drop it. Now he's in the corner. This is bad position for Scar, who has no resources to break. He's gonna need a lot of damage. Some hits done off of the EX nut punch. Oh, dropped it.
Yep, he's just going to be content, letting it go. Even if that was a drop, he's not going to be too worried. Taking the plus frames of the down 4 and getting a grab. Grabbing out of the corner. Those grabs, they are 50-50 situations. You take one way for grabbing away, another way for grabbing in front. In the corner, most of the time, they're going to try and grab and keep you in there. And there we go, there's the tech. Going underneath, back 2-1.
And that nut punch, you guys, if anything gets down to a tight situation, it's fully invincible, and it's really the only thing in this game where you cannot take damage.
It's actually really funny how we're just talking about that, seeing as we saw Johnny Cage and MK9 putting in work yesterday, because he was another one of the only characters with an invincible nut punch. Runs in the family. Oh, that's going to hurt so good.
Easy hit confirmed there by Scar as well. Into some damage, another restand.
And he's going to get a setup off this. He's going to take the damage. Oh, drops the final hit, so he's going to lose the plus frames on the air grab.
And good recognition by Rewind on the fly to see it whiff and actually get a punish, drop it up on his own. But, you know, this is still decent for Rewind if he falls.
Oh my god, I'm not sure that was worth it. He's going to pay the ultimate price for that one. How much damage are we going to get? He has bar. One more to spend. He can now use chip damage. The threat of the gunshots becomes very apparent with the jump in into forward 4. Scar staying alive.
You were absolutely right. It was getting down to that chip out gun territory. So scary, but caught overcommitting. Both of these guys have, well, actually, especially in this particular matchup, Rewind's been caught being overly aggressive in the corner, and Scar's burned him about 3 or 4 times so far.
Good awareness to punish the forward 3-4. Just waiting for that final hit. Can be a mix-up in some ways, but just betting the farm on another teleport, I'm just not sure that's going to be worth the risk. Challenging it, because remember, regular Nut Punch is nowhere near as plus as Meteor Burn Nut Punch.
Yeah, you do have a little bit of breathing room there. Ooh, holding the jump in there was Rewind too, but a hefty health lead, and luckily the throw recovered in time on that EX smoke port.
He's going to take those minus frames. I like the backdash. He is going to be minus, but not punishable on that string. And the reads there from Rewind, he knows he's punished the forward 3-4, so it's unlikely Scar's going to go for it again.
And it's scary there too, because the 4 can be so delayed off the 4-3 as well. I guess the throw. Okay, the knockdown. Look how much meter Scar has. He can do a couple of mixes if he wants to. If he land a hit.
Tries to whiff punish. He's going to take the plus frames, the good crouch, and that's going to be another game. Rewind on the verge of moving on in this winner's bracket. They go straight in for a rematch. Not surprised for this. I mean, Scar, he was always known, primarily as a Sonya player back in the day, but by the very end of MKX, Smoke really was his bread and butter, particularly in the final patch where Smoke was just out of this world good.
Yeah, and he used Demo Sonya even this tournament just to get top 8 against Tweety.
More damage. We're not going to see a Nut Punch here because he's actually rather going to take the plus frames from the knockdown.
And that's what happens. Again, there's a game plan of being super aggressive against Smoke in the corner, but you do have to sometimes stop and look for that smoke port, because if you overcommit, you die.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so much respect, I think, is demanded from Smoke in this game. Wow, expecting the 1-1 stagger. Rewind just makes all these really amazing small micro decisions, and they're almost always on the money.
Now that being said, something I hadn't seen out of Rewind that's a little bit of tech against Smoke in the corner is just throwing a couple of down ones, because it's going to auto-correct behind, and it's going to check it both ways.
There's the overhead. Clean opening. Scar still in the fight. No, he drops the 1-1-4! That is unfortunate. Rewind now is going to be on match point. That's the combo you don't want to drop, Aquaman.
Absolutely. That was his way back into this set. Now Rewind just 1 health bar away from sending Scar to losers.
This would be a great result from Rewind. I mean, I know the work is not going to be done here. He has so many opponents left in his path, but being able to really sort of conquer some of those offline nerves that Rewind has historically actually suffered with pretty severely.
If you notice, Rewind went for the only conversion that doesn't require stamina. Still dropped it though very tight.
Having to go away with punish, but doesn't confirm into smoke. I don't think he was confident it was going to work. He has got bar. Has to be so careful with those resources. Tries it down 2. I'm not sure what that was. That might have just been a raw old Madden down 2 right there.
That was back to the wall. Going for that mean 14%, and the buttons of Cassie just abusing Smoke right now. And we're chipping out territory. Anything into the EX guns on block, and that's going to do it. Rewind 3-1 over Scar in our first match of top 8 here.
That is a great result for Rewind. He played the matchup super well. I think the character change definitely benefited him. I feel like Displacer, if it was Sector instead of Smoke in the Triborg matchup, then I think Displacer would have been almost a better pick. But in that situation, I think Cassie, she has all the tools to deal with Smoke, even though Smoke himself is a phenomenal character. She has the good mids, she has the smaller hitbox, and things like Nut Punch, they made a huge difference of just challenging what Smoke normally gets almost for free.
And Scar did a really good job. He had his opportunities, a couple of costly drops there. He did definitely, the Smoke ways out of the corner. He caught Rewind slipping a lot. But yeah, it was just Cassie's buttons versus Smoke buttons, and Cassie's were winning a lot of the time. And you saw a difference from when he was playing Raiden's. Scar was a little bit less active, it looked like, and having to respect more himself, which is something that, again, you said you usually have to respect Smoke all the time. But these guys, these characters with really good mids are good at shutting that down.
Okay, so we're going into our next match in this winner's bracket. The reigning champion stepping up to the plate. It's going to be NASA Tekken Master. Was able to win Combo Breaker last year. I believe the grand finals was Silver Eye versus Tekken Master. That was the tournament Tekken Master actually conquered the Fox for the first time in a while, and that was a great result.
And was with a brand new character as well, wasn't it? Wasn't it Shinnok last year?
Yeah, in the final patch. Well, the thing about Tekken Master, which a lot of people don't know, is that he always was one of those players in MKX that just had so many characters in his pocket. He was known as, the guy that, I know, obviously he was put on the map in EVO 2016 with War God Kotal Khan, with Swarm Queen Devora. I know you're a big fan of that Kotal Khan, being a Kotal Khan player yourself, but he's going up against none other than Killer Shinnok. Now, this guy was a Johnny Cage enthusiast for a very long time, and he still has a phenomenal Cage, but he has, as of late, been playing loads of Crystalline Tremor.
Yes, he has, and when we saw him to get to top 8, it looked scary. And this character is built to be relentless. The pressure is meant to just mount on you. He puts on free armor, he comes at you swinging, he can generate plus frames, global out of bar. He's got mix-ups, but he is built to be oppressive.
There's one thing that Crystalline Tremor has, which really is, I think, a trump card against a lot of other characters, and it's a mechanic that is unique to him. And that's when you pick Crystalline, you get the armor, It's pretty much Doomsday armor from Injustice, where it's not quite conventional armor like your Sorcerer Quan or something. It's the fact that when he has that armor up and you hit him, he basically shatters at a set time, which actually allows him to punish certain things by getting hit on purpose. No other character in the game has that tool, except for this variation. Bear in mind, there's like 100 variations in this game. That's like good odds if you're a Tremor player.
And the fact he gets it off of every knockdown, it's really quick on startup. You can pretty much get it anywhere on the screen.
Yep, they're button checking.
You guys are getting warmed up here. This is going to be a great matchup. And looking at this top 8 on one side, you know, the Americans were duking it out. And on the other side of winners here, the Internationals, Tekken Master and Killer, both coming in here representing, was it Chile, I believe.
Well, Killer Shinnok, I think, is alright.
Oh, Brazil.
Yeah. And Tekken Master from Bahrain. Very, very small part of the world. It's amazing he's even at this level with the limited experience he has had. But there's a confirmed Tremor. The knockdown begins, going in for just sheer pressure. And there's the wake up. We talked about armored wake ups not launching. Shinnok, one of the few characters that can still launch off armor. It just costs him 2 bars of meter to do so.
Guess what? Both of these characters do, because there's a flash parry on the side of Crystalline Tremor where he has an armored normal coming at you that can launch.
Indeed. And with this matchup, we can see Imposter Shinnok. He does steal Tremor's essentially straight punch, which means that if you're going to be Imposter Shinnok, you can combo off your conversions the same way Tremor can, and that's going to be a good round 1.
How risky were those unblockables with the fact that Imposter has a teleport?
Very risky. I mean, and Tekken Master has some of the crispest instant air teleports in the business. It's a massive risk, but he's going to take it, and it did work, so of course, well worth it. Going to see a conversion. All tries to end, but can't quite get the timing.
Oh, it did good neutral jump kick for the plus frames right there. It's really good to Oki with.
If they're just going to get hit by it, that's almost like mega plus frames, because they have to get up another time. Yeah, they cancel. You have to show a lot of respect to Shinnok. Those Hell Sparks really are no joke. Taking the plus frames off the rolling cutter, but there's the punish. That overhead is not safe on block.
I wonder if Killer's going to take the hit here simply to not give Tekken. Okay, so in that situation, you can take that hit, and you don't give Tekken Master meter, and you give yourself more meter going into the 3rd round, but he actually believed in himself there to get the block in and try to win.
Yeah, because chip damage is so extreme in Mortal Kombat games, and some of those situations where you get restood and you know the chance of making a comeback is unlikely, you do let yourself get hit just to deny that meter gain, because we've seen how important armor and meter burn in general is, because it's combo extensions. Here comes an opening for Shinnok, gets the knockdown, meaty, and here comes the hard to blockable, but there's the challenge, using the straightforward shoulder just to dodge the rock hard to blockable.
That was just a raw shoulder as well, and the 1 bar he had used for the ender. And just like that, Killer gonna take game number 1 here. Tekken Master, the current champion here at Combo Breaker, down early, and he's got a plethora of characters. He immediately back to character select screen as well. His Devore looked incredibly crisp to get into this top 8. Very impressive pressure herself.
There's so many characters that he can play. I don't think in the final patch, though, he plays Kotal Khan at all anymore.
He does not. And you know what? I know exactly why. Because he uses Devore here for the same exact reason, oppression, and she still does it with mids.
Yep.
Kotal Khan, unfortunately, doesn't have the same style of pressure because the back one's a high. He still has incredible mids, some of the best mids in the game still, but he can't make a lot of mind games off of them.
RIP back 1, boys, but we're going to see the change to Swarm Queen. The running system was changed in the final patch as well, where if you go in for, basically, if you get caught running in, you lose your entire bar of stamina, which hurts run cancel characters quite significantly, especially if you try and run cancel and get caught. All of your stamina disappears, which means if you get opened up, you need to have full stamina to use your combo breaker. Rolling cutter confirmed. No combo from Shinnok. I don't think he was quite ready for that to work.
I'm curious if Tekken Master took the hit because he wasn't in the corner and couldn't get comboed.
Oh my god! Savage down 2 from
One of the
Killer
fastest
Shinnok.
in the game, why not? And it's going to get the kill. That was beautiful by Killer. I love me a good Savage down 2 here in Mortal Kombat.
Now those full screen, that armor right there, that is such a game changer. Full screen, that insect lift was normally full combo. Against Crystalline when he's got that armor, no such luck. Tries to go in for the flash parry. I think he expected a down 4. There's a confirm.
He's good damage, and what's so scary about Swarm Queen Devore is you have to eat some bugs for breakfast. No, he goes for the raw damage itself.
Yeah, I think if he has only just only 1 bar, this time's the run cancel.
Gives her the swirly, puts her back to full screen, flexes up, and here we go.
The down 3 is going to connect, but the armor's active, so the down 3 not going to be as plus as it normally is. There's the flex, taking the safe space, but I actually love the overpositor strike because that's going to chew through that crystalline armor. On the spot adaptations from Tekken Master. Here comes plus frames.
And look how much meter he's hanging on.
Oh my god!
No way! He actually still has those? Okay, Killer's still been playing this game. Those are tight conversions right there.
He has for sure. Now, we're near OTG territory, has to break. One more hit and Tekken Master's in big trouble, but the raw ground pound. And that's going to be our first brutality of the tournament. By the way, this isn't over. We have more to come. There it is. Oh, I miss brutality so much.
And guess what? What's so good about brutalities? There's no start rematch. You gotta hold those.
No choice but to do it. My favorite, personal favorite, the sector homing missile. We just do it in teabag while they wait for the inevitable fate. Oh,
Killer's done a good job of, well, Tremor's kind of built in with forward movement. Forward movement, moving strings are really good against those swarms. As one.
Ooh, and he cross up down one. Jinok is being brave right now. Back-to-back down one. The thing is, the forward one is advancing, but it is a high. He does lose to low pokes, but there's the armor once again.
Armored launcher, boys. Post-patch, we're in there.
What year is it? Armoring the gap in rolling cutter, but to be honest, I don't think that was in Tekken Master's favor. He gets the overhead, but no combo to follow up. And Zinok is one round away from facing Rewind in the winners finals of Combo Breaker 2018.
Started, and this is good position for Tekken Master. He gets kind of try to push Killer, very good, stopping the approach of the forward one poke, but not taking his turn afterwards, and we're already back to the corner, and Killer's in side.
And there's the flex. The thing is, once he's got the armor, he's going to be way more brave to do these unsafe moves because the armor says no to unsafety.
And that was what was, you have to put in the work with Crystalline Tremor to take the hit of that, the third hit of that string, and then punish accordingly. That's so smart.
Right, here comes Tekken Master. He's going to get a grounded combo right here. Run cancel. He's going to have limited stamina. Should have it back by the end of this combo, but he's got to watch out. Even if he builds Breaker, he's got to have full stamina to break, which is why run cancel characters are a bit more risky in this final patch. Down three, taking the plus frames, jumping out. Brave stuff, but not scouted out by Tekken Master. My word. My God, still two!
Man, swinging.
He is swinging. Uh-oh. No up confirm.
Armor still activated.
Excellent block on the low. You can fuzzy the low wall overhead. Oh my God, that was just a forward two. Oh!
And he tried to get away from that swarm, but not able to. And Tekken Master on the board a little bit here, having a round. Good position as well. Trying to get aggressive, I like that, because if he got anything on block there, he was pushing Killer to the corner.
And the second they use those trade situations, Jinok is just going to use that trade to flex again. More unsafe overheads, but not punished by Tekken Master. You've got to be really on the money to punish it. Tries to flash parry, back-to-back armor. And he almost has another bar to go with.
And one of the biggest mids in the game that wasn't talked about is that back two from Tremor, reaching to the skies.
Absolutely. Oh my God, more armor. Tekken Master's he's in a bad situation.
No big deal. He can take a hit. Armor's up.
Taking the plus frames on the down one, but plenty of work left to go. He's out of stamina now, and Jinok's going to be wise to it. Taking the down one. You can poke Tremor quite effectively when he hasn't got flex. A lot of his best tools are highs. Run cancel. He's got no stamina. He had to dash.
That could have gone punch some plus frames here. All he needs is chip out territory.
Oh, the block breaker. That was his only option. Oh my God, the armor. This is not good for Tekken Master. That's going to be the brutality on the rolling cutter. The second he jumped back, his fate was sealed.
Off with her legs, Killer. Gonna move on to winners finals. Congratulations, Tekken Master. Gonna move down on the losers. And on the losers side of the bracket, we've got a couple of, a lot of internationals going at it. We've got a Foxy Grandpa going up against Cusco. And then Waz versus the Maja. Waz coming in from Australia, making some noise.
I'm really proud of Waz because Waz has always been we're going to talk more about him in a little bit, but he was always well known in the Australian scene, the very small scene, but the very passionate community. And it's always nice when their best player can travel to somewhere as big as Combo Breaker and really show they have what it takes. But going into our next match in losers, Cusco versus Foxy. As far as I'm aware, right, Cusco is an online player that's been playing a lot of MK anyway. He plays Sonya, right? It's a Sonya player.
Cusco is actually infamous for being that guy when we talk about Mortal Kombat X that never stopped playing.
Yeah.
He loves Mortal Kombat, and that's what I personally love and respect about this man. And he's a loyalist. He is not a Sonya player. He's a covert ops Sonya player. He likes
Week one,
day one, he likes to mix, and you've got on the other side a Foxy Grandpa. I mean, in the same position as Tekken Master just a year prior, where he got second at Evo to Sonic Fox in this game.
Yeah, Foxy's had his fair share of success. I mean, Mortal Kombat X was the game that really kind of exploded his popularity. I know, he's had a fair amount of success in Injustice 2. He got second place at the E-League World Finals. And it was really sort of premier deadshot of Injustice 2. But coming back to MKX, MK really, it's his favorite game. Of all the fighting games that Foxy plays, MK is always kind of seen as his home. You know, Kung Lao is his favorite fighting game character of all time. That's why even to this day, even though Molina really fits him like a glove, he still tries to play Kung Lao for some matchups because he just loves the character so much.
And I'm curious who we're actually going to see in this matchup because going up against Covert Ops Sonya, I actually think that Melina might be the better pick on paper.
I think so too, for sure. I think she's going to have better tools in the neutral to deal with it. I think if this was pre-patch and Kung Lao had the armored spin, I think that was basically a thorn in Sonya's side, especially Covert Ops because of the gaps,
exactly,
but not anymore.
Because, and I'm going to talk about it mid-match. I love talking about Covert Ops and breaking her down in pressure because of the military stance cancel. What the options are mid-screen versus the corner, and what you have defensively to deal with it. Because when you break it down, it actually doesn't sound so bad. And having a quick armored reversal mid-screen is going to shut down the overhead, which is the cartwheel, and it's going to shut down the command grab, which is gaps in both. Mid-screen, if there's no gap, that's the low option, you're not going to get launched. So really, mid-screen, the risk-reward, it's actually in your favor for the person with armor.
I feel like it's a real treat that we're going to be seeing some more Covert Ops Sonya, because we just saw Sonya put in so much work in MK9, which was Sonya as a character in MK9.
This is the closest to...
This is the inspiration. Covert Ops Sonya is basically MK9 Sonya as a variation, so it's kind of like almost nice. The same way we saw Cassie Cage, Hollywood, the predecessor, sorry, the sequel, I guess, to Johnny Cage. Yep. We're seeing it again with Sonya in MKX, but here we go. This is our first round of losers in this top 8. It's going to be PXB, Foxy Grandpa, and Cusco, North America versus UK. We're going to see who takes this one in this elimination match.
And he is going to go with Kung Lao, and already off to a great start. Push the corner, has the bar and the hat, which is automatic footsies, by the way, in this game. Put that hat on, it's going to do some work for you.
I mean, Foxy has a term that he coined called spin footsies. Does actually get the 4-4. Remember, folks, hat spin into 4-4 is a 2-frame link. Not easy to do at all. And there we go, there's the drop.
It drops the link right there as well.
I guess like the benefit will be, even if he drops 4-4, it is +2 on block, so it guarantees a down 4 basically. But that's kind of like the best of a bad situation. You ideally want that damage. You can go for easier conversions, but the 4-4 is where the damage really adds up.
You want to talk about the best possible scenario right now for Foxy, taking that first round and holding on to an entire stick of butter right here?
Hell yeah.
Ooh. 4-2, which is a fantastic button in and of itself here from Kung Lao. Catch him with the overhead this time, not drop the combo. This will be huge meterless damage. He's still going to hold on to all of this bar.
Drops the combo, but Cusco giving him an opening once again. The 4-4 is going to work for another time in this round. Foxy not having to use any bar right now. He's had an expensive situation right now. Yep, expecting a grab attempt. Meter burn has been significantly more plus on block than regular.
And this is signature Foxy Grandpa. If you're blocking, he's going to go for the throw.
I mean, he suffocates you. Foxy absolutely suffocates you in this game. There was no reason to even go for that. And he tries to go for the grab brutality. That's one of his favorite things. And he actually likes to go for 2 spins and then a Tempest meter burn. But not today. He wants to go for the learn from this.
And the 2 opportunities that Cusco had to generate some pressure, Foxy had answers for it. Right out of the gate, he wasn't even able to play the game.
No, not at all. It's a very, very oppressive style of play from Tempest Lao, but it actually is quite simple pressure, but it's just good mids and grabs, and that's all Kung Lao needs. But a nice catch from Cusco, dropping the combo, though, gets caught with the back 2, forced to break. Nice, good patience.
Cusco, one of the best at recognizing people in the air, get the anti-air. Sonya has an amazing down 2. Shades of the Flash and Injustice as well. In the corner we go. Nice hard knockdown. No little hat from Foxy.
I think he's actually confident on Cusco staying there and delaying wake up because he had no bar. When someone hasn't got bar for the wake up attack, normally delayed wake up is the first call to action someone's going to go for.
And hope that you overcommitted and went early and catch you with.
Exactly. Good grab. Nice mix up from Cusco. Yeah, Foxy trying to get out. Tries to whiff punish, but walks right into that one. More grabs. Oh, chase down.
Oh my goodness, and he gets to trade with the spin. Okay, Cusco's on the board, utilizing the huge buttons that Mama Blade secretly does have.
Now, under normal circumstances, Foxy actually would have comboed off that trade, but because he was 1 hit away from death, not the time you want to trade spin wake-ups, and there's the jump back dive kick. Forced to break from Foxy now.
And one of my favorite things implemented here in Mortal Kombat, you saw Foxy try to break before stamina got back, you heard that. Said, you didn't have enough.
That's the biggest, like, what are you doing, mate, in the whole game. Is try and sprint, and he goes,
Hats on, automatic footsies, trying to pressure, and Cusco a couple of throw breaks here. Had to have done his homework. He knows that Foxy loves to throw.
Goes for another one. Excellent throw tech, but Foxy's going to get the knockdown. Of course, the second the hat connects, it will reappear on Kung Lao's head. Nice low, that's going to be a full launch. That low does only launch in the corner. Oh, Foxy getting tagged. I'm not sure what he was going for there, but now he's in a bad situation. Oh, down 4 is going to be plus. The jump back to scalp is going to be correct, but no combo. There's the 4-4. That's going to be round number 2 for Foxy.
So beautiful for Foxy just to walk under. He's so good at doing that in every game I see him in. He's so good at going under jump-ins and pressuring you the other way.
Oh my god. So many. Those jump back dive kicks, they are very unsafe, but it's just the reads from Foxy, so convinced on when Cusco's going to press the button.
What a conversion too by Cusco. Needs to end with the leg drop to get back to the corner. And now Smith doing some damage. Foxy doesn't have a breaker just yet.
Oh, down one. It's going to be great for Sonya, giving us some pressure. Cancelling the military stance, knowing without the spin to interrupt, it's so much more of a playground for Sonya in those cover ops pressure situations. And this actually could be the game, I think. He's got the bar to end it.
Yeah, the EX legs are doing so much damage. He actually does it. Oh!
And you rarely see that string finish, but when it does, everyone eats it.
Cusco on the board, 1-1. America versus UK right here, which is what's on the commentary. Guys, where are my Americans at?
Oh, don't do this.
Where are they at?
Well, you know what? Foxy's not going to mind. Because you know what? He's spent 3 years being public enemy #1. He doesn't care. Actually, a combo breaker champion of his own right in Mortal Kombat X. We'll never forget Hayate versus Foxy. That was an incredible grand finals back in the day. Different matchup. And actually, speaking of matchups, I think this might be when he does change to Melina. Yeah, he is actually going to change to Melina for this matchup.
Thinking about this before the match even happened, picturing it, I saw Melina as a better option against Covert Ops because Covert Ops loves to be aerial, very active, and Melina shuts down movement better than anyone in this game, I think.
Yeah, I mean, if you leave the ground, you're going to get bull rolled. You know, if you leave the ground at any point, you're just going to get anti-ed for free. She isn't one of those characters that has what seems to be like a meterless wake-up attack because the bull roll is so low and so fast. If you overextend and you're not meaty, she will bull roll you on wake up and you will eat a full combo for your troubles. And there's the back 1-2 hit confirm, piercing Melina. This was the variation that Foxy really invented by the end of Mortal Kombat X.
And has a little bit better zoning as well, and the teleport, which at any time, the sniper, you saw there, even the full screen jumps, he could snipe with those teleports.
Now an instant scour by Foxy, really trying to challenge Cusco and saying, you're not going to be able to just go for the military stance willy-nilly. I'm going to try and bull roll it. Oh, hit confirm the back 1-2. String is a little bit different these days, though. It used to be a mid, but not anymore. There's another confirmed full combo.
We're going to the corner here.
Ooh. Oh, my word. Good catch.
That just being meaty right there, which is so scary against a Melina player because there's always the threat of a wake up that.
Oh, he tries to bull roll.